Gotta go fast!
Only shooting stars break the mold.
Hello everybody and welcome to Brawl Stars. I'm Amy the Amazonian and today I'm playing with Samut, voice of Dissent. She gives all your creatures haste, herself has haste, and also has flash, double strike, and vigilance, which means you can play her even on your opponent's turn. She also has an untap ability, which we're not going to use that much in this deck, but can help you generate extra mana if you have cards that can tap for lots of mana, like Selvala, Heart of the Wild, or if you have just other generally good activated abilities. You might notice, by the way, that there's a lot of legendary frames in this deck, because this is a Legends deck. We figured, hey, two birds, one stone, we're not just going fast, we're hitting hard with all of our favorite Legends and the cards that work well with them, like Blackblade Reforged, and everybody else who cares about Legends, like Relic of Legends. This is a fun deck that's just attacking with a lot of really cool Naya creatures, many of which actually have on-attack abilities, which is good because we're giving them haste with Samut. It's because Samut costs 5 mana, we do have a bunch of ramp in these early slots, and we also have a bunch of buffs to try and make sure that our army is extra strong, like Flowering of the White Tree. And if we can't quite get Samut out to give haste, don't worry, Rising of the Day is in there as a backup. This deck does go kind of wide, because we're playing lots of these little Legends, and ideally, we're playing Bard class, because Bard class is, as always, in a Legends deck that's mostly Gruul. It's the secret commander. You get this out, you bring it to level 2, and suddenly a lot of these cards cost a lot less mana, or maybe they give you card advantage too. So we're going to take Samut, voice of Dissent, and her army of Legends into the queue. We're gonna see if we can do some damage. Baluna Grand Squall. Baluna is an adventures commander. She cares about cards that have adventures on them. And she herself is an adventure. She can get you a bunch of cards with adventures into your hand by seeking thrills. And then you can cast her for just 3 mana. Oh, hey, Ruby. Ruby Red out here, getting us a bit of extra mana. And they're ramping. And fixing. I, too, can ramp and fix. Go, Ruby! Deal that 1 damage. She'll be able to tap for, red or green mana. And hopefully we can get her buffed, soon, too. Oh, you are still ramping. That's okay. I can ramp, too. Which is apparently not as well as you. Okay, Lightning Bolt on Ruby. That's too bad. I guess I'll just bring out Krenko. Use my 3 mana to get a threat that grows over time. And yeah, they do have Baluna here, who's bigger than Krenko, but also exilable with AoN. Oh, Chancellor of Tales. This is a Lucky Clover on a stick. Copies your various adventures. I'm gonna name White, since we have a double white spell. Tap this. We want to increase Krenko's power before he attacks, because then he makes more goblinis. Oh, look at all those beautiful gobs. He also gets Ward 1. Thank you, Flowering of the White Tree. Fixing-wise, this is a very hard card for us to play in some circumstances, but it's also so good. You're gonna get gobsmacked. Nice. Before their turn, I want to kill the Chancellor of Tales, because I want to make sure that they're not doubling adventures. It's going to get them so much value. But they do get maps. I don't have that much removal, so I need to be kind of careful about when I use it. But we're an aggro deck. Like, look at how much power we're representing on the board here. Looking good. And this is removal. Every good adventurer needs a map and a voice. Samut has haste, so we're going to bring her out here so she can swing in with Krenko and his good old buddies here. We make 5 more 2/2 goblins, and everybody's back in my hand. That's fair. That's fair. Hi, Baluna. How many adventures you get? I think I said 2. Not bad. They can make a treasure. That's mine! Hey, Baluna. We have to play Aowen first. And then buffer up with the flowering of the white tree. Because otherwise she wouldn't have exiled. Perfect. 5 damage to face. The commercial district they surveil. They're putting a land into the graveyard. I think they're pretty satisfied with the number of lands they've got. Ooh, Lausanne! Whenever they cast an adventure, or dragon, but probably just adventures here, they can deal damage to non-commanders. They can hit my face, they can hit my creatures, as long as it's not Samut herself. We still have a treasure. Crack open a map. Lausanne's big enough to trade with Aowen. Are they gonna crack the other map? They are. They're digging. I think just playing Samut since she has this big buff. She's 10 damage because of flowering of the white tree. They're just gonna take it, and that's lethal. GG, Baluna. Asaka, the Arc Lich. This is a combo deck where our opponent is trying to play their commander an infinite number of times to drain us out for life and kill us. Asaka is an interesting card because it puts itself back into hand if you haven't completed its special dungeon. Specifically, if you haven't gone through the Tome of Annihilation. So you just make it so he's free to cast, and then you go through all the other dungeons. This hand's a little weird because it doesn't have white mana, but it does have a turn 1 Llanowar Elves, a turn 2 Rahilda, and eventually Samut. You don't need any white mana for her. She's plenty fine. Oftentimes, by the way, this is a Paradox Engine deck. I've run into multiple Paradox Engine decks, by the way, while running this commander. And I don't know why. It might be because I put I put the tutoring card into this deck, which is tough. What's this? Did you see a Mox Hammer in one of my hands? Probably. Mox Hammer's not part of the Power 9, though. And there is a 3-mana Samut. She's in this set. She draws a card when a creature that has entered the battlefield on that turn deals damage to the opponent. It's because of Bard class. Oh, definitely. Rahilda or Monkey. Monkey gets me white mana. I'm going for the Monkey. I'm going to dash it out. Hit their face. Sculpting Steel. And I'm going to use that white mana for Thalia because I think it's going to mess up some of their early turns. Yeah, Mox Hammer is from Dominaria. I believe the set of the same name. Yeah, they're going to want to be playing non-creatures that end up discounting Asaka. And by making them cost more, we can do some work. Hey, speak of the devil! Here she is. We're going to bring her out. She'll draw me a card. By the way, she is really good with, like, dashing Ragavan over and over. But I don't need card advantage here. I need to hit face. Mox Ruby is the red Mox. They have enough mana for a lot of board wipes, but they're ramping. Skyclave Relic. You guys may have just heard a loud squawk. That was one of my friends, the Blue Jays. There are 5 of them that live around my apartment, and I've been courting them with sunflower seeds. Hey, white mana! Because I hit twice with double strike here, Samut will draw me 2 cards! Yippee. I think it's fine to commit one more thing to the board, this Elvish Mist deck. If they have a board wipe, great. They have a board wipe. Blue Jays are awesome. They're so pretty. Look at all this damage we're doing. Samut. A monkey, a lady, a couple elves. What do you got there, Asarak? Nothing, that's what you got. GG. Yanson, Chaos Crafter. And an unkeepable hand. Let's throw that back. This is a little better. We're going to have to choose between red and white. I think I'm going to choose red. And we can get white mana off the Relic of Legends. I guess I'll start by just playing the Boseiju, since I'm not playing anything else on this first turn. Got our backup haste. Good 2-drop that does crime. Ooh, Ornithopter. That's a very sacrificable card there. So Yanson, if you're not familiar, I actually recently published a list for him. Sacrifices artifacts. If you sacrifice an artifact creature, you get treasures, and you sacrifice an artifact that's not a creature, you get constructs. He comes out, he has haste, and he's gotta go fast. Rahilda, would you please deal some damage, and perhaps do some crime? Oh, Swords to Plowshares! With us not getting a 3rd land, that's rough. I'll play our Black Blade. It's in this deck because Samut has Double Strike and is legendary. So if you can get the sword on her, she can deal a lethal amount of damage. Here's a little extra mana. I could Loran, destroy their Mind Stone. I could Rising of the Day to set up for a future turn. I'm just going to play Krenko. Next turn, if they are tapped out, if I don't think that they've got a way to kill Krenko, or if they don't kill him here, we can give him this sword. He'll get +3/+3 and make a bunch of goblins. Ooh, an experimental synth. Let's see what they see. It's a land. That's great for them. They have 3 mana available now. Cracking that open. And a Professional Face Breaker. It's a pretty good card for them to have. Gets you treasures. Let's go, Krenko. That's 6 goblins. A very normal number of goblins. Krenko's so fun. I love the on-attack abilities. Don't always get to make use of them. Do get to make use of them here. Ooh, are they gonna put Blackblade in the hole? They're putting Blackblade in the hole. Portable hole. Oh, that's a small number of goblins. I mean, if you look at the 4 mana Krenko, this is a small number of goblins. Skull Point Merchant makes a treasure and sacrifice them. Draw cards. Ooh, this is also an artifact. Nice. Facebreaker's not swinging in because we could block. Probably still attacking with Krenko this turn. I'm just trying to decide if I want to do anything else, like free the sword. I'll swing in with everything. Get Lost does actually have a drawback in this matchup because it gives them good things to sacrifice. Relic of Legends gets me more mana, and as does this Paradise Druid. The mana-producing creatures in this deck are some of the only non-legends we have, but they really do help, especially the ones that are, like, decent attackers. How much mana do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Here comes Yanson. Able to make a bit of mana if they had an artifact creature. Oh, and Goblin Engineer. I love Goblin Engineer with Yanson. So they're going to put an artifact into their graveyard, but they can recur artifacts from their graveyard using its ability. And they went for Witchclaw Talisman. They need to tutor for something. What do they need to tutor for? I'm very tempted to just go full goblin mode here. I mean that, by the way, in a very literal sense. Rather than, like, holding up the removal, I'm going to go full goblin mode and make a lot of goblins. I'm gonna sacrifice that. I could also kill the Goblin Engineer to stop them from getting the talisman. Do you think they're gonna get Paradox Engine? Do you think I need to kill them now? I really don't want to kill them. I want to make, like, 10 more goblins. Fine. Now kill the Goblin Engineer. Wait, why aren't you tapping the Paradise Druid? Why'd you tap Krenko? Arena, sweetie. It's because of the hexproof as long as it's on tap. Arena. Arena, baby. We need to talk. I wanted 4 more goblins. That's fine. I'll get a little bit of damage in. Chipping away at their life total. And next turn, it's Samut. Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I'll tap one thing for you, Relic of Legends. Yeah, that's why I played the Miglaws, to tap for mana. Good old auto-tapper. Listen, I love auto-tapper. It makes my life so much easier. But it also is just, sometimes there's a funny little guy. Ooh, Marionette Master. Whenever their artifacts are destroyed, I'm going to get drained for her life total. Now, they're probably going to put 3 counters on her, which means that, for example, they could sacrifice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, dealing 20 damage to me this turn. Maybe more, because I can't block that face breaker because I don't have 4 goblins left behind. I believe they can kill me this turn. They're not going for it. All right. I'll accept this. Ooh, what with a art class, though? Bringing her in. Samut. We go to combat. Everybody in. Marionette Master is so great. I love her as like a win con in Yanson, or Prosper, or even Anya. I used to love Violet. I had like an Anya Vampires and Artifacts deck that she was so good in. Better watch out for that Miglaws, bro. I still have 2 mana because of Relic of Legends, Lorraine, and Samut. Yeah, and they know it. Okay. All right. trying to figure out what they're doing. They could sacrifice the 2 treasures to sacrifice a map or the synthesizer. Or just a creature that's going to die. Yeah. So this is going to drain me. We're going to lose 8. They're not dead yet. You know what? They would be dead. They would be dead. If we had those extra goblins, because Krenko could have gone in last turn. JK, love you, Auto Tapper. Ooh, Anointed Procession. Anointed Procession will double their tokens. What? They don't currently have a creature to sacrifice. I don't think they really need it. No. Yeah, them having one creature to kick this off, I think would guarantee death from the Marionette Master. They have a bunch of sacrificable artifacts. If they start with the synthesizer, they have a chance of getting another piece, but they're going to be getting 4 construct creatures rather than a bunch of treasures, which are so much easier to sacrifice on demand. You can block with them, though, and if they die, I die. Pay the 1. Sacrifice it. Oh, wait! Goblin Bombardment works! Yes! Nice! That's gonna be game. They found a way through. They had to make sure they had enough damage. They do with the Marionette Master here. Sacrificing these 3 constructs. Dealing 4 each time. Good game, Yanson. Actually, it's more like good game Marionette Master, the real MVP here. Oh, so good. GG. Lonis, Cryptozoologist. This is a clue deck. You play lots of creatures, you get lots of tokens, and then you can sacrifice those tokens to steal permanents from your opponent's deck. And I can ramp using the power of Elf. You know, I actually probably should have used the Flooded Strand so I could get down N and Pakal on turn 2. That's fine. I'll just grab a Boros land here. This one. I'll kill their Marleaf Pixie. This does give them more game objects, but it also undoes some of their ramp. Heuristic study? Excuse me. Heuristic study? You know what? You can pay the 1. I ain't doing it. You had to draw a card. I give this to you as a present. It's a gift. Fish stick study. Yeah. Fish with a book. Yeah, you don't naturally get haste. Whoa! Anonymous gifter, thank you for gifting a sub to Mr. Piggy Mouse. I'm just gonna play this now. Because I don't have a way to make her uncounterable and I want to attack with her. Is it the lipstick study? I'm not good at lipstick. Here's a very, like, indicative way of, how bad I am at shopping for makeup. I have, like, 3 sticks of different, like, colors of lipstick. I went out with the express purpose of buying a new lipstick so I could wear it when I was doing arena coverage for tournaments. And I ended up buying one I already had. I didn't even know it. It's the exact same one out of the hundreds of them in the store. And it's like, oh, I guess I just like this color. Oops. What's this? The confetti foil anime version of Heuristic Studies? $900? Heck yeah. I have a type. Yeah, but do you know what my type is? It's Galta. Big, scaly, green. Has haste and is going to attack for 12 damage next turn. Wait. I'm trying to decide if I want to, like, sell Vala into Galta. No, because then they'll draw more cards. It's Galta! You know what? No. Enjoy your card draw while it lasts. We're just attacking with everything. Galta, kill this man! Or, yeah, no, the Lonis is a dude. Kill this man! GG. Ansrag, the Quake Mole. I'm quaking in my boots because this is a scary commander. A 4-mana 8/4 that if it's blocked, untaps all your creatures and lets you take another combat. Means that you pair it with ways to make him indestructible and force your opponent to block him. It's quite the way to win the game. We could go for ramping this turn. Or we could get out Catilda. I'm gonna bring out Catilda because I like her. Arcane Signet into Catilda. Perfect ramp. Now Rahilda can tap for mana. Ooh, what did we steal? Selvella. Hey, wait a minute. That's my secret commander. Why does your mom let you have Bard class? Oh, hi, Domri. These are both humans, so Winota would tap for mana. Or do other things. I think we just go for Samut here. Go to combat. I should probably do excess damage and just kill Domri here. And I'm going to leave Catilda back in case I get something that costs 2 mana or less. Offer Hilda. I did not. That's fine. That Selvala's still there. If I can play that Selvala with Samut out, that'd be great. Yes, I did steal Cheddarhoof. I would only be able to play it post-combat, but it means they can never play it. Mass Hysteria into a speedy speed boy Ansrag with an extra counter on him. Oh my. Little Bard class. Imagine they're not attacking. Okay, cool. How much mana do I have? I'm going to use Amaria's Call to make all of my non-angels indestructible. And also make a couple angels. And attacking with all of these guys. By the way, Mass Hysteria means all of our creatures and all of their creatures have haste. Like, someone already gives all my creatures haste, so that's kind of like... shrug. But still. Ooh, Rahilda's doing more crime. I technically have 1 mana up off Samut. You're seeing a lot of Mass Hysteria lately. I put this in my, my Ansrag and Voya decks, I think. Ooh, Defense of the Heart. That is going to trigger... but they're not going to get another turn for it to trigger on because we are the aggressors. And we win. Pantlaza, Sun Favored. It's the Daimo that discovers. I guess we have some green mana on turn 1. We got some white mana with that Skrelv. Kawaii Tarask, thank you for the 16-month resub. Ooh, so nice. I just got a really good email. Me and a guest are cordially invited to an advanced screening of the Amazon Prime video series for Fallout. Okay. Okay. I'm down. Yeah, I'll go to that. That sounds like a good night. I hope I'm home for it. Yes, I will be home for it. Sweet. I guess I'll go see the series early. And you guys can ask me my opinions of it, and I will give you the most completely unhinged answer, like... yeah, I think that the plaster that they used on one of these background scenes you know, it would have been a better constructive choice had they gone for a bit more of a puttied look. It should have been softer. I know we're in a bit of an apocalyptic wasteland, but, you know, the vault was smoother in the video game. I should just say, was the robot smoochable? Well, will my metal husband be in there? Stalwart Speartail, we don't want to just be attacking into all willy-nilly. We got Minskin Boo. We can make a Boo to block with, or we could play Samut. I like Minskin Boo here. Buff my hamster. Hey, this will make all their dinosaurs bigger. You're gonna pay the 3 to destroy these two. Ooh, they are! So I'm gonna save the Llanowar elf. Oh, is that? Oh, right, it's not protection. It doesn't make a difference. That's 2 triggers from it. I forgot. Hey, look, Boo's back! We're gonna have some chunky dinosaurs. Everything but their commander, I think, will be chunky. Will you understand the Fallout TV series if you haven't watched Barbie and Oppenheimer first? No, that's a good question. I think as part of the greater universe, you're gonna want to watch at least Barbie first. Beanies. It's not Gwyn, Lord of Cinder. No, my display in the top right corner. I'm sorry, by the way, if you were looking at the top right corner to try and figure out what song was playing and getting very confused. That is not what was playing. This is what was playing. Cool. Dino pants. I hold no secrets. I only attack. You can eat one of my creatures. This is the Naya aggro way. Some of you may die, but that's a risk I'm willing to take. Oh, look, they finally got a 4th land. And it's a pain land. Or a fetch land. Life down to 2. You should just grab a shock. Shockland. Shockland. Easy. Shockland. Shockland. Untapped. Ooh, Wingbane's Vantasaur, but they won't have enough mana to use the Savage Stomp or Naturalize. We just swing in and win the game. Go wide. Go big. Hit hard. Win games. GG, Pantlaza. Kellen, the Fey-Blooded. Kellen is an equipments and auras commander. The more things you stack on him, the bigger everything else gets. But he's also a double striker, so any buffs you give to him are going to be acting twice as well. He also has a tutor on his birthright boon, this adventure he's got, which allows you to seek out any aura or equipment from your deck. Oftentimes it's something like ossification, a really good piece of removal. Sometimes it's something less cool. Sometimes it's something more cool. Sometimes it's like Colossal Hammer, and then they Sigarda's Aid and put it on for free. Man, it's like they beat me to it. It's like, yeah, I do this too. Curse of Silence. Oh, Rayav. I think we need to Loran the Sigarda's Aid. I think if we don't, we're gonna be in a lot of trouble. Yeah, I thought Kellen was going to be all 5 colors, like the one in Thunder Junction would be Demir, and I'm kind of sad that he isn't. Ooh, Rayev's gonna gain a lot of life. Shadow Spear can also get rid of the Indestructible from Hajar, but only if they have 1 mana. So I'm going to actually block with Loran. You give +1/+0 and Indestructible? Okay. +1/+0 and Indestructible. They'll still gain the life, but we're getting rid of Rayab so that I won't have to double strike. Seems worth it to me. Rishkar. Gonna buff up these 2. Also make it so they tap for mana. Kellen is tutoring. What do they tutor for? You're a Kellen hater. I don't really like him as a character. Whoa, somebody's blurry. Ooh, Sword of Mountain Dew and Doritos. And Fiend Lash! Alright, we all draw cards. I draw, you draw, we draw. Yeehaw. Sweet Galta. You just tap for green. Okay, it's 1 less damage. But I'm really tempted to go for Rahilda here. Do crime. So it's like I have double green after. Alright, I'm going to reduce my damage dealt here to play post-combat Rahilda. Tapping the Rishkar there. If they have a board wipe, oof. But if they don't have a board wipe, yeah. Aster can equip things for free. And if they get the Fiend Lash on there, they can redirect some damage dealt. But we only have like some first strike and damage. Now they're going for Shadow Spear. They want to gain life. But what is life gain in the face of a dinosaur? I'll start with the Delighted Halfling because we can tap it for mana right away. We're going to tap it for mana to get down Galta. And then I'm going to buff up all my legends, giving them +1/+0 and an extra boost of haste. We swing in with everything. Swing in with everything. I think we win. Now, mind you, I'm not doing the math. But I'm pretty sure big number is more than small number. We win. GG, Kellen. Lelia, the Blade Reforged. So this Lelia deck could be a real, actual, factual, genuine Lelia. Built around, you know, how good she is. Or it could be the kind of cheeky little combo deck. I didn't bother mulliganing into removal, which is the easiest way to take her out. What this deck is trying to do is get 1 Cascade or Discover card in hand so they can get to Atali's favor, exile their entire deck, and have a giant guy. However, they just mulliganed like 5 times, never found their Discover cards, and gave up. I don't even need to tech against them. We just win. The Pride of Hullclade. This is a big ol' turtle, also apparently a crocodile elk, that can deal, you know, a bit of damage. Sort of. It's based on toughness if you get the right cards out for it. It naturally doesn't do this on its own, which is kind of amazing. But you gotta, like, get out the things that allow you to booty attack, play lots of high toughness creatures, and then the Pride of Hullclade not only costs very little mana, but it can do a lot of damage. Ooh, what do we got here? We have choices is what we got. Choices like Relic of Legends, or do I want a Narcomancer? I'm gonna go for the Relic of Legends into the Narcomancer this turn. That's 15 damage between friends. It also has this sweet activated ability that draws cards based on toughness and can allow your defenders to attack, but they attack with their normal power, which in his case is 2 plus 1 from the ability. Ooh, symmetry save. Look at all these nice cheap creatures with high toughness. Samut's gonna give everybody haste. Samut's gonna get countered. That's fair. That's fair. Return to me, milady! If I can get, is it 1 or fewer cards in hand? We could also have Jared Hazard just have haste. Sussy bookcase. They've got 1, 2, sort of, 3, 4 mana. Yeah, let's go! She's gonna draw 3 cards! And the Pride of Hullclade can block all my cool stuff. I'm sad you wouldn't have haste. As haste doesn't get through. Is it just on attack? Yeah. Stop not tapping this Paradise Druid. Oh my god. I wanted this to attack in too. Alright, well, now we're learning that it's going to keep doing this. I'll get an Impa Call. At least that gives me enough mana. Tapping all these. So many legends! And also I can do a block in the air. Booty attack activated. Ooh, Elven Chorus. These can all now tap for mana and they can play creatures off the top of their deck. Ornithopter. It's free booty. Can you technically activate this just to give +1/+0 whenever you want? Yeah. It's just a lot of mana. Ooh, a Soulless Jailer. Prevents me from casting things from, or casting non-creature spells from graveyards or exile. This is just for creatures. They do have a little bit of power now. You guys are gonna be like that. Stop it. Got another counterspell for me? Let's go. Aurelia gets the buffins. I don't care if some of you die. All's fair. And chaos! What are we doing? I'll make Goblini? Nah, Samut bigger. Oh no, I should have made this one bigger because I got double strike. It doesn't matter. Whatever my biggest thing is, Pride of Hullclade just sits there. Oh, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Indestructible Guy, Infinite Tutor, or Free Spell on Attack. I think for this turn, we go for Cat and Sisay. Because we have haste, assuming Samut's alive, which they don't really have a good way to kill her. They would have to block with this and something else. No, they would, yeah, there's no good way to do this. Is that my cat? Traps? I just heard a meow. Maybe it's the rock. Yeah, you need 4 total power Good luck. And also for none of it to die in first strike. It still lets me play creatures from exile. I still have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana because of Relic of Legends. What do I even tutor for? They are having a lot of fun blocking, huh? I'm gonna look at my deck list. I could get the Tajik. He's really good at blocking because he's indestructible. I could get Jetmir. I think we get Jetmir. Because I have a lot of creatures. Between one and many. Well, I could play a Great Henge. I don't have anything that has 13 power. I would, like, just bring out Minsk and yeet stuff. I also don't quite have enough mana. Jetmir. Bring out the fat cat. I'll tap out for this. What's the worst they're gonna do? Bounce everything back into my hand? Please don't bounce everything back into my hand. Wooded Foothills. They get a land. They have a lot of mana because of Elven Chorus. Also, some of these were already mana-producing creatures. Wayward Swordtooth. They got that City's Blessing. A delighted halfling. She really is a delight. Come on, we got the double strike. We got the trample. We got everything. Emery, she doesn't have haste. She can't activate right away. They can't get... I don't even know what Emery would get in this deck. Lorraine and getting rid of the Elvish Chorus be a better choice? I mean, I refuse to acknowledge the smartness of any choice, when instead we kind of just expect this to happen. All right, so we are going to see what we can do here with the Rin in response. Captain Sisse, we are going to activate. Is there anything I could do with the mana at instant speed here? I mean, kind of. I could Soken-Zan or Boseiju. Alright, we're gonna do a bunch of dumb stuff here. Tap. Untap Sisse. Yeah. Because Sisse, we can flash Samut back out too. We can tutor again. For next turn, I think that gives me a pretty good chance. Or Minsk and Boo post-combat for a yeet. No, that doesn't do it. This is so hard because it's all at end step. Do I have enough for a Tolly? I don't have enough for a Tolly. Where's Catilda? Tilda? Oh, I forgot to tap the relic itself for mana. Why is this 3-5? I didn't have enough off the Restless Prairie doing that either. Moxen would have been free. Oh, that's so true. Okay. Go to end of combat. Main phase. Relic. I'm just like playing the mana dork creatures. Spell Pierce. I pay the 2. I can only play one of these. Which do I want? Ruby. You can draw so many cards. That's it. Alright, I'm gonna drop the Scrap Gorger and Paradise Druid. Am I gonna be playing Paper EDH? I will be playing Paper EDH with Gonti once I'm done recording this. With the Elder Dragon Hijinks crew and also Jim from the Spike Feeders. We're gonna play some webcam EDH. Showing off the pre-con. I had on attack triggers from Anim Pakal and Jeroen Hazaret. So we're just gonna try and draw every single card. We can Emry grab. It's the Ornithopter. Okay, making that unblockable, so they draw 15 cards. Would Audric be lethal next turn? Assuming anything I have could resolve. Things flying. Ooh, the suspense. It's tough because, like, I built this deck today. I don't have it very well memorized. The resolving thing while they have blue mana up. Yeah, they have 4, 5, 6 mana. Oh, they got River's Rebuke. Well, that's rough. I'm out here with 5 lands. Oh no! Ha! Extra land. I'm kind of sad they didn't use Emry and get back the free spell. Alright, there's not much I can do here. I can't get damage through. Try it. I think they should be able to take me out pretty soon. But it depends on if they have, like, a big finisher. Because they can draw all these cards. They can make something unblockable. So, like, they have Wayward Swordtooth can deal 5. What's this? If you share a name with a commander, are you obligated to make a deck about them? Yes. If there was a card called Amy, and this is assuming it's not a Sonic the Hedgehog crossover for Amy Rose, I would refuse. Actually, that's not true. I love some variants of Amy. I would build an Amy. Like, I don't like Amy Rose very much, the Sonic character. She's extremely girl character. You know what I mean? But I don't know how many of you guys have watched Sonic Prime. Sonic Prime has like a multiverse, and there's different versions of the characters on the different worlds of it. And Amy Rose gets the best characters. Rusty Rose. She's so cool. Is there like Rose Thorn? It's pretty good. She's pretty good. Sonic X best theme. What about Sonic Underground? What about Sonic Underground? What about Amy Pond or Alpha Mirror, which contains Amy in it? Amy Pond technically does have my name, but not really. Okay, so they have 2 blockers in the air. We have 1 flyer. Oh, I could go off Jetmare. Get to the 3. 4. Wait, yeah. But Amy Pond isn't a magic character. Amy Pond is a Doctor Who character. So I don't feel pressured to make a thing for her. Wait, hold up. Guys, Amy Pond's name isn't even Amy. It's Amelia? It's a conspiracy. It is a conspiracy! I ain't no Amelia. I ain't no Amalia Bedalia. Oh, look! We die. That was fun. GG. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Brawl Stars. I hope you liked watching Samut smash into our opponents with their army of legends. This is a real fun deck. It's Naya, it's Smash, and it's got a ton of really interesting abilities because it's almost all legendaries. This deck was actually a combination of 2 different deck requests. Somebody wanted Samut, Voice of Dissent. That's Raul, by the way. He's been asking for months. I'm happy I can finally make him happy with this. And somebody else had been asking for a Legends deck, specifically Gruul Legends, but like, hey, Naya's just like Gruul, but nicer. Gruul, but with more Boromir and Loran and Thalia in it. And Thalia again. It's all really great stuff. Flowering of the White Tree is so good in this deck if you manage to get it out. If you're looking for the deck list, it's in the description of the video. And if you're looking to hang out with me live, come on over to twitch.tv/Amazonian is where I stream almost every single day. I will be taking a few days off in the next week so I can rest up before we go ye are haws in Thunder Junction. Thank you so much for watching, and have a brawlful day.